Another day, another dollar in this beautiful world we call truck driving. Did y'all see that NBA YoungBoy concert? I saw it live, man. I was on live stream. He did pretty good. I didn't know it was gonna be 2 hours. You know, after Offset got off stage, shoot. But yeah, man, I saw it on live stream. He did pretty good. He did pretty good. I was watching it with some other truck drivers. We was all on live stream together. Yeah, listening to that music to get, you know, all that by. In Memphis, at least. That's all I bump is NBA YoungBoy. But anyways, the 12.7 Detroit 60 series. I got a question from a subscriber. Hey, Andrew, man, why do you prefer the 12.7, man? Why you don't go out and get these newer engines that save all this fuel mileage? And, you know, the scientists, they came up with some type of sheet of paper and you know, you get, you know, 30 miles to the gallon, 40 miles to the gallon with these pack cars and Cummins and all this good stuff. That's all great. And yeah, I've seen the scientific experiments. I've seen them. The problem is, everybody I know saving all this money at the pump because they truck get better fuel mileage. Give it about a year, the truck is gone. Especially when it comes to leasing, the truck is gone. They got all this better fuel mileage than the older truck, but some kind of way they're gonna lose the truck. So that's one reason I don't subscribe to that. But the main reason why I like the 12.7, because I did have an option to get all them engines, all them trucks with all them engines. That was an option before I bought my Classic. Now the 12.7, after riding with my Mercedes for a couple of years and seeing, you know, how easy that engine is to maintain, mainly because it's barely any parts on the Mercedes engine. You got the turbo, you got the air compressor, you got the water pump. What else you got on the side? You got the starter, and that's about it right there. The air compressor on the Mercedes, I never changed out. I only swapped out the starter, the turbo, and the water pump. And that's it. Other than that, you got to drive that Mercedes until it blow. And when it blow, you'll do an overhaul. Every 3 years, change out the starter, turbo. As far as the water pump, I think that's every 7 years. Or you just do like I do, you just wait for it to start leaking. Okay, move on to the 12.7. Same setup as the Mercedes, but more power. Way more power with that 12.7. Way faster, stronger, more power. I can't say more reliability because they both reliable if you ask me. But more mechanics can work on that 12.7. But looking at the 12.7, what do you got? You got your air compressor, starter, turbo, water pump. What else you got? You got the oil pump, but that's inside. That's inside. What else? Man, that's about it that could go wrong. Now you got stuff on the front, the engine board gear and all that, but we ain't gonna get into all that. We talking about parts that's you know, easy to swap out. It's not that many parts on the 12.7 versus, you know, the newer engines like the Pack car, or for example, I'm watching Preacher on YouTube. You know, his DEF pump just went out. Is it DEF pump? I think it said the DEF pump went out and some other stuff dealing with emissions. See, I don't want no truck. Me personally, I don't want no truck where I got to put $1 into anything dealing with emissions, because I don't believe in emissions, and neither does the Trump administration either. That's why they trying, you know, get rid of all that crap. But if I got to put $1 into emissions part, I don't want the truck. I don't want the truck. Now I know y'all say, well, Andrew, you can delete it. Yeah. Back in the day you could, but now it's very difficult to get it deleted because a lot of these shops don't want to take the risk. So if I got to delete it, I just go get a truck that ain't got that crap on it. That way I can go to any shop in America. I ain't got to worry about, man, this truck deleted, man. I can't take it to Freightliner. I don't want that problem. So the 12.7, barely any parts on it. Notice how every time you see me for the last 3-4 years going down there to my Freightliner Classic, you never see me work on the engine since I bought it. You don't see me switching out the turbo or the air compressor or the starter. None of that. Alternator, although alternators gonna eventually need to be swapped out. It's the same thing as starters. But the main components, you don't see me swapping them out. You don't see me swapping them out because let's understand how an air compressor, for example, is gonna fail. Number one, your truck ain't gonna it's not gonna build air pressure. You ain't even gonna be able to go nowhere because you can't build air pressure. Or number two, when you go to drain your tanks, it'll be oil inside the tanks. That lets you know that your air compressor is passing oil through and it's going inside your tanks, your air tanks. That's two ways to know. And if neither one of them is the problem, well, then you don't need no air compressor. How do you know that the starter has gone out? Yeah, that's very simple. When you get ready to go start it, click, it ain't gonna start up. So both of them situations, air compressor, starter, truck ain't going nowhere. If the turbo blows, more than likely you'll be going down the road, probably on some hill, something like that. To avoid all that, I just change the turbo every 3 years. Just put a new turbo on. My turbo for the 12.7 is $1,000. So just put a new turbo on every 3 years. Water pump, every 7 years, put a new water pump on. Water pump for a 12.7, anywhere between $300 to $600. And you change that out, like I said, every 7 years. Or when you get ready to do a rebuild, or if it starts leaking, but more than likely it's gonna be every 7 years. So I prefer an engine that is less maintenance, less problems, cheap to fix. That's what I prefer. I don't want no engine where when it breaks down, I personally can't see what the problem is. I can't see a DEF pump, a knot sensor, it's a code on the dash, the MIL light and all this dashboard light, something going on with the emissions. You can't see it, you don't know where it is. You get to the shop, they don't know where it is either. They got to hook up all these, computers and test out a bunch of parts until they get to the main part. And when they finally fix the main part, you go down the road, come back, you still got the same problem. You're just dumping money. Or like Preacher going through, where they offered him, hey, well, you gotta do this 4-hour regen at $185 an hour. And you gotta do 4 of them. They 45 minutes each. That's just throwing away money. If that was my option, or delete it. I go find me a shop. If I gotta take it to Canada and get it deleted, we're gonna get it deleted. The last thing I'm gonna be doing is paying $105 to force regen. Okay, I'm not gonna take it to Canada. I'm gonna go over my people over there at OTR Performance, get their force regen tool and get rid of all that shoe shine. I ain't gonna get the new one. No, you gonna get the new one. I'm gonna go on eBay, get the old one. The old one, the old one, got rid of all that shoe shine. That's the very first one they came out with. Now the new ones ain't gonna do that, but they really will do it if, I'm talking about. You might pay a little bit of money on the side, you might pay a little bit of money on the side, you got call a special number, you gotta do some team view, some Skype, I'm talking about they gotta see your laptop, I'm saying, pay a little bit of money on the side, plug it up, all that shoe shine be gone. But anyways, man, so I just prefer the engine that's just gonna, cost me the least amount of money. Currently getting a quote for Authority, and one thing I think I'm gonna add is towing. I get free towing. Instead of coming out my pocket to call some tow truck to get towed, I'd rather just pay a deductible over at the insurance. Seeming that the deductible is about $250, I think it's like $250 up to like $500 for towing. And they telling me it's up to 3,000 miles. Oh, that's all I got to pay, $250 to get towed up to 3,000 miles? I think I need to add that in. Hold on now. Now, insurance been offering towing, which I ain't never hit it, but this go around, I'm like, well, tell me all the options. Tell me all the way, Andrew. You got this old truck, you can get towing. Oh, is that right? I know I can get towing for a car, through like we got it through Verizon towing. People got AAA. Y'all know AAA. You paid a little $45. I think it's $45 a month or something like that. $30 a month, something cheap. I don't know what it is, to be honest, because I ain't never hit it. But for the people that hit it, unlimited towing. So I'm like, okay, so now I can drive the truck and not care about getting towed. Hey, you ain't got to worry about. Oh man, if I break down up here, man, it's $2,000. No. I'm just gonna add the towing on the insurance. Let the insurance handle it. Cause then I can get told. You know where I'm gonna get told to? The secret shop. They gonna tow me up to 3,000 miles. Well, I'm not gonna be the fool going up there in Cheyenne, Wyoming, for example. But break down up there, I need to get towed to the secret shop down there by Josh House in Mississippi. Or if I'm in the oil field, I'm going to the secret shop. Wherever I'm at, I'm going to the secret shop. You know what I'm talking about? If I can't make it to the secret shop, I'm going somewhere in Memphis. You know, now if I'm on the East Coast, I got some shops over there in Augusta, Georgia. I get told to them. You know, but anything, you know, west of Atlanta, Georgia, secret shop. Yeah, secret shop. Well, I got a shop in Odessa, Texas, Migos. I got my Migos shop. One of y'all asked me for a shop. I think if your truck broke down, you got a Detroit 14 liter. I did comment back with an address in Odessa, Texas. I do got a shop down there, but keep in mind, I ain't been out in the oil field in West Texas, you know, in a couple of years, so I don't know if they still as good as they was back then. But I looked on Google Maps, they still got a 5-star review, so more than likely they still good. But they south of Odessa, Texas. They rebuild Detroit engines, they do all that. So I typed in the address. If you go back to the community section, wherever you wrote that post and see that comment, because I don't got my phone with me right now. But I think the shop is MI-RE. I think that's the name of the shop. MI-RE. Mariah, something like that. But they're in Odessa, Texas. So check them out. They got I think 32 reviews, 5-star reviews, all that good stuff. But it's Migos shop. Migos specialize, and that's all they do over there is rebuild Detroit engines. And you got a 14 liter, so they'll be the one taking care of you. I'm pretty sure there's other good shops in Odessa, but that's the only one I know that's still in business right now. The rest of them, I don't know, man. I don't know any. I'm not out there. I'm not out there. Boy, y'all just getting all types of free game, you know. Man out there broke down with a 14 liter. He ain't got no shop. He don't know where to go. But he know little old Andrew know. See, I just saved him a bunch of time. He ain't got to go out there and pick the wrong shop and get screwed over there. That I just see how Andrew got that good game. I think he said he blew his engine or something like that. Matter of fact, yeah, he doing an overhaul. So shoot, I'm just saying. I see Andrew got the good game. Not everybody like Andrew good game. Not everybody like Andrew good game. People be like, man, how did this person over here, how did they know all they knew all that? Because I gave them the good game. That's how they know. You take me out the equation, shh, man, please. Yeah, Andrew got the good game. I've been trucking 10 years. I got the good game. You don't know what Andrew know. You know what I'm talking about? I know a shop you can go to that will sink you worse than a dealership. Shoot, I'm talking about sink you worse than a dealership. Give you a quote so big, they want a whole house to rebuild your engine on a 14 liter right there in Memphis. And it ain't Crows. They might be second place, but they ain't first place. There's a shop over there on what is that? I think East Brooks Road. They over towards Elvis Presley. They over towards Elvis Presley. There's a shop over there, boy. They will sink you, boy, with a 14. Hey man, hey. What you haul? You flatbed? Oh, okay. Yeah, you hauling flatbed and stepdad? Heavy haul? Oh, heavy haul. Oh, you one of them heavy haulers. Say you need an engine rebuilt, man. Shoot, boy, man. We could do it. We could do it, man. But look, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Hey, we got the best mechanics in the world, but you know, we got to pay. You got to pay like your weight. Now you do heavy haul, so you got to pay like your weight. Do you got $80,000? That shop gave me a quote for my Mercedes, $65,000. $65,000. Crows wanted like $40,000, and the secret shop, $8,500. Whoo, Jesus, $8,500. Whoo, man, truck ain't broke down since. Best $8,500 I ever spent. $8,500 with Chinese parts, by the way. That Mercedes bought the blue truck, the classic, that car, the trailer. And it's still running. I just started up, what, 2 months ago? Y'all seen it on YouTube. If I want to go hop in that Mercedes and hit that pneumatic tray to take all that crap out to the oil field, I can soak some more money up out of that Mercedes engine. Mike can buy a whole house with it. Shoot. It's only got 200,000 miles on the rebuild. Hey, I can soak some more money up out of that thing. All I gotta do, y'all already know what I gotta do. Just pull the batteries out, bring them to the house, go over here, charge them up, put them batteries back. Well, if I was to actually put it on the road, I'd just buy new batteries. I wouldn't charge them up, but charge them up to start the truck. But now, if I was gonna go out there and run with it, I'd just go buy 4 brand new batteries because they're $75 each over there at the dealership. So just buy new batteries. Buy new batteries. Start it up. Let's go get this money. Y'all seen the fire room? But like I said, I'm not trying to push you guys to own no truck, no 12.7s, no 14 liters, nothing like that. I'm just telling you why I prefer it. Less parts, less headache. I ain't done nothing to the motor on that 12.7 since I bought it. I ain't rebuilt it. I ain't got no new cylinder head. I ain't done nothing inside the motor. It didn't come with paperwork. Even though I bought it from a dealership, it didn't come with paperwork, what all the last driver did to it. I ain't getting none of that. All I know is I bought it in 2022. It still started to make money. Bendon made the money back off of it. We all the way in 2025. That truck done pulled pneumatic, drive-in, power only, flatbed. Nah, I'm just saying. Been up to the oil field. It almost pulled Amazon, but it ain't got the turning radius to be, you know, doing yard jacking and all that good stuff. But anyways, man, I finna get on up off of here. One of y'all requested to see the load board for reefer freight, so let me go ahead and make that video for you. We'll go ahead and take a look at the reefer freight load board and see what the rates are. But understand, when I show you the reefer freight load board or drive-in or flatbed, whatever I show you, just understand whatever carrier you at, you're not gonna get those rates. You're not gonna get those rates. I got a guy right there, Super Ego. All they got him doing running to Florida for the lowest price I ever heard. I'm like, dude, do you know how much to rent in Florida? How much they pay? He keep getting $2 and less a mile. I don't get it. I don't know why y'all keep running into Florida for $2 and less a mile, but I know what's going on. Super Ego just taking all the money up top. I'm like, man, hey man, why you need to ask your dispatcher for way more money, man? I don't care if it's drive-in or not, man. I'm like, bro, where you coming from? You going, well, Florida for $1.80? Oh, no, nah, Super Ego they just taking all the money up top. That ain't even no low board going to Florida. Who? But anyways, let me get on up off here.